Come on now. Every little cell of my body is happy. Every little cell of my body is well. Every little cell of my body is happy. Every little cell of my body is well. Come on. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Good job. All right, now let's do another song. Good morning. You guys, Every Little Cell was one of the first little songs that we got to sing with the Youth of Unity back in the days. I discovered Unity back in 1980. Yeah, I was only 12. And it was, that's that mama's little babies love shortening. That's that song. But it's that great energy, do you notice a difference between the energy when we just were sitting there and then we just started singing together? Isn't it beautiful? Yes. I love singing together. What we call this is a joy song, okay? Now, I don't like lyrics on a screen. It looks like a tunnel. So I'm gonna. Oh, there's a screen there. I see that. Don't look at the screen. We're gonna sing a song. It goes like this. That's not lyrics. Those are important information right there. It goes, I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Go ahead. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Now, you don't need those lyrics on a screen to learn that, do you? Another part's real simple. All you gotta do is this. Every time I see you smile, hey! Now, throw your hand in the air and yell, hey. 1, 2, 3. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Good. Now, every time I see you smile. Every time I see you smile. Hey. When I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile. Hey. When I look into your eyes. Now we put them together. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Now you look at somebody. Go ahead, look at somebody and say, what are you looking at? Say, I'm looking at you. Come on, it's church. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Now give them a big hug. Come on, give them a hug. Now everybody stand up. Stand up. Come on, you can do it. Look behind you, in front of you, and I want you to look at them. Find a partner. Hold their hands this time in front of them. And say, what are you looking at? Say, I'm looking at you. Now sing this song together. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Every time I see you smile, hey. When I look into your eyes. Now give them a big hug. Now go find another partner. Now go find another one. Go find another partner. Now 1, 2, 3, begin. I see love in you, and I know what I see. I see love in you, and I know what I see. Every time I see you smile. very much.
I would love to know how many of you are here at Unity for the very And then how many of you are here because of KarlAnthony? I'm going to go ahead and do a quick introduction and let you know about a little bit of what I know about KarlAnthony. So that as we go through, he's going to be doing our meditation and going into his lesson. So I don't want to interrupt that, okay? So as you'll notice, Karl's speciality is engaging the audience. He likes us to have a good time along with him. I found out on his website how it all started. What he remembers most about growing up is hearing most people say they hated their job. So he was determined to enjoy his work. I don't think he does very much. To quote him, for me it's music. Music is what inspires me and still does. The only problem is I had no formal education in music. At the late age of 23, I acquired my first guitar and proceeded down the road towards a career where music was central to everything I did. In the years to follow, I became a songwriter, and those songs have opened up countless doors in my life. Today, he speaks, sings, writes, consults, produces, and advocates for the arts in healthcare and facilitates international service tours, maybe places like beautiful Thailand. That's what he's working on right now. He says his biggest joy is collaborating with others who wish to make a difference and make an impact in our communities and in our world. He'd love to create something amazing together. So when you blend mind-expanding ideas with heartwarming stories, the mix is life-forming. He shares real-life stories of our common humanity and then follows with a song composed from his personal experiences. This combination makes an event deeply memorable. The audience is for KarlAnthony. And to add to his wonderful works, he also works in the Healing Arts Department of Rady Children's Hospital. And you know how wonderful that can be for children involved in this kind of wonderful music. Okay, so at that point, we're going to see if I can make this work again. You will join us all in saying our mission statement here for Carlsbad. Together.
Unity Church of Carlsbad is a loving, caring, spiritual community that gathers together to express love, inspire one another, and grow in our awareness of the Christ within.
All around the Unity communities, this is a special affirmation prayer. And you will join me knowing that there is only one presence. Together.
There is only one presence and one power, active in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent, and I am one with that presence and power.
Hold those thoughts in your heart. Know that no matter what is going on in your life, in the world, as long as you are centered with that one feeling, that one power, that all should be well and all is in divine order. Let's say it one more time, this time for the whole world. Let's see. And it would be in our life as opposed to just my life. Ready?
There's only one presence and one power, active in the universe and in our lives. God the good, omnipotent, and I am one with that presence and power.
Thank you, God. Amen. Next is for our daily word today. And our daily word reader is Mary Bokerchild.
The word is healing. The power of divine life restores me to wholeness. John's Gospel tells the story of Jesus' healing encounter at the pool of Bethesda with a man who'd been ill for 38 years. People believe that at certain times, after after an angel stirred the waters of the pool, the first person to enter the water would be healed. When Jesus asked the man if he wanted to be made well, the man explained that he had no one to help him to the pool when the water was stirred up. Hearing Jesus say, "Stand up, take your mat and walk," the man shifted his belief in his limitation and freed himself. His faith in the power of divine life was quickened, and he was restored to wholeness. Like the man at the pool, I let go of all belief in illness. I experienced new vitality. The power of divine life restores me. Jesus said to him, "Stand up, take your mat and walk," from John 5:8.
Now it's time for blessings of our prayers. Those of you that got a bulletin will notice a little slip of paper, a third of the page, and you can write a prayer request on there. And our pastor will, Reverend Sharon, will pray over it for 30 days, and then we send it on to Unity Silent Unity for 30 days more prayers. Powerful. If there's anyone special you'd like to name out loud right now, thank you, Father God, for hearing our prayer and knowing what we need before we ask. Keep our prayers in divine order and bring us the right answer. Thank you, God. Amen. Now's the time for our meditation.
Little meditation that it's going to be 2 songs. We'll go into that meditation with a song called "In My Awakening." And then we'll come out with a song called "Open My Eyes." Take a deep breath. Still my mind, be at peace in my awakening. I release with my heart. Free my soul in my awakening. awakening. I am whole. Sing Om Shanti with me. Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti. Oh, I believe together. And all I know in my awakening, I let go. Fill me with hope. Conquer my fears. In my awakening, my peace is here. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti. Still my mind. Be at peace. In my awakening, I release. Enter the silence. Let in the light again. Open my eyes. Let in the light again. Open my eyes. Fill them with hope again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Heal my heart. Let me begin again. Heal my heart. Let me begin again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe in the strength again. Take a deep breath. Breathe in the strength again. Open my eyes. Sing with me. Open my eyes again. Open my eyes together. Open my eyes. Nice. Open my eyes. Repeat after me. Open my eyes together. Open my eyes again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Open your eyes and sing. Open my eyes again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Heal my heart. Let me begin again. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Ah, shucks. Come on. That felt good. Take a deep breath. And put your arms out. And say, ta-da! It's me! Have you ever, are you familiar with remember Al Huang? Al Huang was a Tai Chi master on TV a lot back in the 80s. A Tai Chi master from China. And I just experienced him at the Rancho La Puerta down in Mexico last week, and he did a presentation. He was talking about energy flow. And that's a lot. It was a lot about what I want to talk about today. It's just about energy flow, and Tai Chi and all that was around energy flow. And he says, when you wake up, when you show up, you should say "Tada." So I'm in the tada mode right now. It's like, But he also says, you know, the yin and yin yang. You know, you've seen the yin yang symbol. It's not a straight arrow. It's this flow. So there's a combination. He says, yes, you show up, but you show up, but then you also allow yourself to come back. He says it's a total flow. But you must present and say tada. And then you flow back and receive the energy of someone else's tada, you know, and it's this ebb and flow. Does that make sense? Yes. It does to me too. Let's bring up my incredible son. No, not that. My talk today is called Clear the Way.
Clear the way.
Ganapate. Ganapate. Now, are you familiar with the symbol Ganesh?
Yes.
Okay, the Ganesh is that wonderful Hindu god of a man with an elephant head. Okay, you've seen it? Say yes. Yes. Okay, you've seen this. It's one of the most popular Hindu gods in the world, and definitely in the States. But it's you see symbols of Ganesh everywhere. People wear them. They're statues. Well, you probably see Ganesh, and then you see Shiva. Shiva's another one. You know, the dancing. But Ganesh is that remover of obstacles. And Om Gam Ganapate. Now here are some words I want you to actually kind of see. If you can see them in the bottom, it says Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Now that's the chant that you would chant in order to just remind yourself that the way is clear. That the way is clear. And so Om Gam Ganapate. Now Ganapate is the formal name of Ganesh. The same thing. Ganesh, Ganapate, formal name. Now the reason I'm jumping in this and telling you this now, because we're going to open up with a song called Clear the Way, Ganapate. And this will be my whole talk in one song. And then we can have cookies and party after that. But Om Gam Ganapate. Now I've done a lot of travel every year, go to India and Thailand. Now Ganesh is a symbol that you see also in the Buddhist country of Thailand. As a matter of fact, my first time, by the way, I have to introduce my beloved. Please give it up for Noi. I thought I knew some things about Buddhism until Noi and I got together, and she teaches me every single day, and what that's all about. But in Thailand, you go into a temple, and of course where Buddha is, and if you look around the corner there, because there's many Buddhas in a Thai temple, but you look in the corner, and I remember the first time I went, what? Noi is that Ganesh? And she says, yes, it's in many temples. And so in Thai Buddhism, they've embraced the symbol of Ganesh. And I say, why? And her first response was, because we like it. Total Buddhism. It's so great. We like it. And so you'll see Ganesh in those temples. But let's focus on Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Notice it was kind of rhythmic. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. So, first time I saw the chant, I said, that's God going to a song. So you're going to have a part, and it's very simple. It's Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om. Now it ends with Om. Everybody together. Om. Very good. Then you notice how one part it goes Om Gam. Remember that part? You got to remember where that comes. All right, let's try it together. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om. Remember that last one is only Om. All right, look at the person next to you and say, you sound great. I thought you couldn't sing. Yeah. Okay, you ready to hear the song? Good answer. On the tour, I wrote this on the tour bus. Love will wait for us, hop on the Lego bus and cruise down the road. Clear your head from your mind, find an inner shrine. Now bathe in the lights. Namaha, Om Gan Ganapate 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 Namaha, Om. Clear the way, show me the way. My way, oh, Ganapate. Be kind with the flesh, guide me, Lord Ganesh. My body needs my heart. Allow these eyes to see, let my soul simply be. Clear the way. Ganapate, Om Gan Ganapate Namaha, 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 It's a book. I walk a path to be free, open the door for me, clear the way, Ganapate. Clear the way, I walk a path to be free. Open the door for me. Clear the way, Ganapate. Sing that. I walk a path to be free. Open the door for me. Clear the way, Ganapate. Clear the way, I walk a path to be free. Open the door for me. Clear the way, Ganapate. Clear the way, show me the way, on my way, oh, Ganapate. Remove all my mess, free me, Lord Ganesh, tame my monkey mind. Allow these eyes to see, let my soul simply be. Clear the way, Ganapate, Om Gan Ganapate Namaha, 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 Om Gan Ganapate Namaha. Hey! Om Gan Ganapate Namaha, Om Gan Ganapate Namaha, Om Gan Ganapate Namaha. Good job. What's that?
Do you need to slide up again?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, keep the slide up.
Okay, good.
Yes. I like it. Now Ganesh, that's simple. Now Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, that's that chant, and all these things are just to remind us. These symbols are to remind us. You go into into Thailand and India, they have this symbols. Symbols are everywhere, and Ganesh especially is an amazing symbol because this isn't the greatest representation of Ganesh and all that Ganesh has, but I love that. I love that picture of Ganesh because in this picture you can really see that Ganesh has bling. Because now, if you notice, this is all jewels, and there's lots of jewels and abundance, and so one of the representations of the symbol is that aspect that life is abundant. Yes. Yes. Okay, so then if you look at a statue of Ganesh, there's in one hand there's an axe, and that's for cutting away attachments. The other hand, it's always about just, and no matter what you're doing, you're giving a blessing to just everything you do. You're offering yourself a blessing. So you got one hand up and the other hand with the axe, the great symbolization. And so, the large ears was all about, what do you think that's about? Listening more than the small mouth. Listening more than you speak. And so they would learn all this exact symbols of Ganesh. And so at the feet of Ganesh is a rat. The feet of Ganesh is a rat. Now that is to represent that there's always going to be little annoyances in life. It's just going to be what's happening. Don't try to get rid of the rat. Just realize it's going to be there. Always, okay? All right, so it's always going to be there. And so the symbolism is just profound. So as one door closes, another door opens. All right, so that's an obvious. That's the basic heart of what I wanted to put out. I realized that in my life. I thank you for the introduction, by the way. That was beautiful. But it was true that when I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and everybody would say the same thing. It was a mantra that would happen. And when I grew up, it was called "I hate my job." Yeah, everybody I knew hated their job, and so I thought that's, when I was a young man, I thought that's what you were supposed to do. So I became an auto mechanic, and I hated that job for a while. And so anyway, you get into. I literally did. I got in. I liked racing cars when I was a kid. That was that boy thing, and so I got into being an auto mechanic, and I realized it was a part of me that wanted to maybe be fun to play an instrument. And piano, I was focused on. I played the piano, and I was focused on that, and that'd be kind of fun to do. And I remember when you're a mechanic, you get your what you do is you go in, you get your car, you bring it in, you find out what's wrong with it, then you go to the parts counter. And you just go there and you stand there with other mechanics, and you just stand there and wait for your parts so you can fix the car. And I'm standing there, and it turns out that I'm the only one. There was like 6 or 7 of us. I remember it very clearly. 6 or 7 of us. I'm the only one with all 10 fingers. I'm the young guy, and I'm the only one with all 10 fingers. And I look down at my hands. And do you ever get a little blood blister underneath your nail because you smacked it on a door or something? Well, I had 9 of my fingers had those. 9 of my fingers. And I'm thinking, It was 2 weeks later that I quit my job. And I never went back to that career. And I left town, and the rest is history. But it was... When one door closes, another door opens. Now, that's a total expectation. It's a mindset. As I was writing my ideas down, repeat after me. The door is closed. The door is closed. The door is closed, yet can be opened. The door is closed, yet can be opened. The door is open. The door is open. There is no door. There is no door. Now, what if there was no door? Okay? Well, and there is a mindset, there's this concept that love exists all around us. That the universe is there for our greater good. It's just a mindset. It's just an idea. Good idea, huh? Yeah. It's an idea. So to rather than fight the idea of when the door closes, another one's going to open. Rather than fight that, just assume, come up with a mindset that works in your life. Realize that the universe is there for your good. Realize that that door closes, another one opens. The Course in Miracles says every sigh is an immediate denial of the presence of God. Every time, literally, every time you say, oh, that means you think there's no other alternative. Because it's an immediate, But to realize that, oh, door, okay, well, I know there's a door I opened here somewhere. And that is the symbolism of Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. And you can use the symbol of having a Ganesh just as a reminder, or you can have the practice of just practicing Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, or you can sing, a chants that remind us. It's all, we all come together to be reminded, correct? Yes.
Yes.
And I know this. It's the energy we put on ourselves. Now, on our trips, we get the opportunity to go into temples and all these different things. But our trip in Thailand coming up in January, it's all about being of service in a community. And so we find people who are starting grassroots organizations, orphanages, schools, rehab centers, disability centers, and also an elephant sanctuary. And we go and we support them. But real simple, I bring people to Thailand, 10% of what everybody pays goes to support these organizations. Very simple. But we find the people who have dedicated their life to a service. There's a woman who decided at 15 years old, that it's not right what they're doing these elephants. It's not, because in order to ride them, in order to have them do a painting for you, you have to abuse the animal. She finds this out and says there's got to be a better way. She started an organization. She's literally slowly but definitely changing how Thailand is treating their elephants. There's a long way to go, but she is doing amazing things. So just that, an orphanage that we go and see and sing for the kids. A man who was raised in a tribal village and was raised in an orphanage just like this, decided to dedicate his life to start an orphanage for himself so he can help other kids. It was these people, that door open, that door, looking for that door to be able to be of service. These are the things that inspire me. Now, when we also go into the temples, and I was talking earlier about that aspect of being discouraged. Well, we sit with the monks and the swamis, and sometimes you get a chance to ask them questions. And it's really amazing when you're in a country like India or Thailand or whatever, and you see, now in India you see real poverty. In Thailand, not as much. Thailand's, it's two different type of places. But you see some need that needs to happen in the world. And sometimes you feel overwhelmed of what you can do. And then, the questions to the Swami, to the monks, would always be the same. It amazes me. They would say, what do we do? Where do we start? What do we do? How can, it feels too big. And the response is always the same. This is what the master would always say, and as they would say, if you want to do, do. If you don't want to do, don't do. But whatever you decide, do it with great joy. Next. And this is exactly what I've heard for years at the foot of the master. The so-called master. This is a person that has dedicated their life to spiritual practice and has some insight. And literally, another question would come, and it would be just worded a little bit differently. And the Swami would say, if you want to do, it would just go into the same thing. Oh my goodness! And You remember a few years ago in Thailand, they had this amazing experience that in my heart, it connected the world. A group of boys and their soccer coach got caught in that's one of the places we bring people with, the site of that cave. Because of what it represents in Thailand and also in the world. Because, there's a lot going on right now. There always is, and it turns out there's always a lot going on. It just seems like now is a lot more. And so, this incident, if you don't know about it, it was 12 Thai boys, they're soccer players, young, and their coach, walked into a cave and walked a little too far, and the rainy season hadn't started yet, but it started earlier than expected, and water flooded the cave, and they were stuck in there. Now, they had gone in bare feet and shorts and a tank top and no food, and it was literally 10 days before they were found. It was 18, or actually 19, I think. 18, was it 18 or 19? 17.
Many days.
Annoys my details. 17 days before they were actually taken out of that cave. But the whole world came together to really create a way for them to. This was a very serious experience, and it was a moment of how do you connect these kids and in a place where they can just be present without food and only water coming from the sides of the cave, and to be there for that. And it was that coach who was raised in an orphanage and was raised learning how to meditate, that he taught these young boys and guided them because he guided them to meditate and just be present and realize that this is a situation, but a door is about to open for us, and let's just be with that. And that was the focus. And they really didn't get the seriousness of this experience until one of the divers that went in lost their line in pursuit of helping them. And but they all were brought out safely, and it is truly a symbol of when the world comes together. There were divers from all over the world that came together. There were 1,000 monks outside of the caves that came together, chanting, just being there for that. There were thousands of people coming, making food, people coming, bringing wash machines, washing everybody, all the rescue helpers, and food was, provided for everybody, and it just happened. But it was a powerful, powerful moment. As the door closes, there's always a door available for us. Yes?
Yes.
All right, I got to move on. I'm gonna. Is the sound okay? By the way, I didn't ask us, right? Okay. I'm gonna make sure it's not too loud. So we'll end it up with a little. A chant. It's a little bit of Sanskrit and English. And whenever I do anything Sanskrit, I always follow it up with English. So let's try this. I'm going to start off with a little song, and then I'll go right into a chant, and we can chant it together. Okay? All right. When you know love, you know everything. You see everything. When you know love, as you find peace, you found everything. Ready for anything. Find peace. All we are is everything. you're welcomed in. When you're in need, you want everything, do almost anything. When you're in need, you're not free. Freedom is everything. Escape is everything. Set yourself free and see everything above the mountain, everything below the sea. They tell me each and every part of the universe is part of me, part of me. To know the truth, let go of everything, stop everything. You know the truth. I see everything above the mountains, everything below the sea. They tell me each and every part of the universe is part of me, part of me. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Together. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Beautiful. Here's the translation. Divine light, your love fills my heart. Together. Divine light, your love fills my heart. Divine light, your love fills my heart. Divine light, your love fills my heart. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om is that great vibration. Shanti simply means peace. Together. Show me the way. Here we go. Show me the way. Your heart will light the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. we'll light together the way. Thank you. Ta-da! So thank you so much for inviting Noy and I to come to your community again. That was such a nice thing to get the call, and since we're just up the street, we'd love to see you again. Thank you so much, and if you want to come to Thailand, come with us in January.